Beautiful soul, your spirit, in its quiet wisdom, is ready to hear what has been waiting inside you all along. You have been walking through a chapter that felt impossibly heavy, a time marked by foggy confusion, sharp heartache, and silent battles no one else could say. And through it all, you fought quietly, carrying burdens others never noticed. You learned something the hard way. People you once trusted weren't always what they seemed. What looked like care often hid self interest. What felt like love turned out to be a painful but necessary lesson. It wasn't meant to destroy you, it was meant to wake you up, to help you grow in ways you didn't know you needed. And now you are standing at a turning point. What was meant to break you has instead become the ground where your strength roots. The lies and pretenses they used to hide behind, they are falling apart, exposed by the light of truth. You have seen behind the curtain. The performance is over. The charm that once clouded your judgment has lost its grip. You are no longer doubting your intuition. You are honoring it as your compass. The walls of falsehood are crumbling, not because you fought back, but because truth rises by its own nature, like the sun after the darkest night. You never had to chase justice. You are justice. By standing in your truth, by choosing peace over reaction, you became living proof that authenticity can never stay hidden for long. Their masks are slipping, and not just in your eyes, but in the eyes of many. The chaos they stirred is returning home, carried by the winds of natural law. You have already won, not through revenge, but by standing in your alignment. And there were moments, weren't there? Moments when you cried out, feeling completely alone in the dark. When it felt like the universe had gone silent, but silence doesn't mean you are forgotten. Sometimes it's in that quiet that things start moving for you, behind the scenes, beyond what you could see. Every tear became a silent prayer. Every heartbreak carried a hidden lesson. Every betrayal was noticed, even if no one else saw it. You were never being punished. You were being protected. You were being prepared. And now, everything you went through is starting to shift. And slowly, it's showing up in your life in ways you might not have expected. The weight of what they did is finding its way back to them. Not because you wished for it, but because that's how life brings everything full circle. You stood your ground when it would have been easier to give in. You stayed true to your light even when they tried to pull you into darkness. What they offered wasn't love, it was control dressed as affection. They fed off your light and called it connection. But that illusion, it's broken now. The fog of their influence is lifting from your heart, your mind, your spirit. You are seeing clearly, perhaps for the first time in a long time. And those binding cords, they are falling away. You are no longer tied to the confusion, their guilt, or their projections. What once held you hostage is losing its grip. This is your freedom, your sacred return to self. And the most important shift, you are no longer afraid to let go. You are no longer shrinking yourself to fit into spaces you have clearly outgrown. You have walked through fire, but it didn't destroy you, it refined you. It cleared away everything that wasn't truly yours. It sharpened your vision and taught you to see things for what they are. It strengthened your intuition into a steady, unshakable inner guide. And this isn't random. Your painful journey wasn't a detour. It was your training ground. It was shaping you to recognize your true path, the path that calls to you, not because others approve, but because it's yours. You have stopped living by borrowed beliefs or trying to fit into someone else's story. You have come home to your own sacred purpose. This is what the wise have always taught. When you walk in alignment with your true path, you stop chasing and start becoming. You have stopped performing for the world's applause because we realized what's real doesn't need validation. You have understood that your role is not to meet every expectation, but to stay true to your calling. The pain you endured stripped away the false layers until only your true essence remained. Because the truth is, you are not this passing experience. You are not the pain or the betrayal. You are the eternal presence behind it all, the unbreakable self that no fire, no loss, no failure can destroy. The storms hit your outer world, but your deepest self remained untouched. What burned was only illusion. What stayed was your unbreakable spirit. That's why you stand tall today. Not because you have escaped life's storms, but because you endured them and stayed true. And by doing so, you have lived a powerful truth. The soul cannot be harmed by passing shadows. You have also discovered the quiet strength of letting go of outcomes. You chose healing over revenge, peace over proof. You moved forward without demanding recognition, and in that surrender, you embodied a truth few understand. Real strength is in doing your part with heart and letting the results unfold in their own time. Because real power isn't in chasing justice or forcing closure, it's in knowing that every action done with sincerity will return you, not always in the way you expect, but always in the way you need. You have stopped tying your worth to results. You have let go of attachment, and in doing so, you have reclaimed your freedom. You have also seen the hidden energies at play. You came face to face with people operating from ignorance, selfish ambition, and manipulation, not because of who you are, but because of where they are in their journey. This wasn't about your lack, it was about their blindness. Once you saw this, the weight you carried for their actions started to lift. You understood. People act according to the energy that drives them. You became free the moment you stopped taking it personally. And in those moments of deepest silence, when it seemed like the universe forgot you, you were actually being called into a higher trust. You were invited to release your grip, to surrender your fears, to believe in a plan beyond your view. The quiet wasn't a void, it was a sacred invitation to let go and allow a greater force to move for you. Every time you release control, you aligned with the higher wisdom. You were never abandoned. You were being held so you could learn that real peace comes not from control but from surrender. Now look around. Your world is shifting. Where there was loss, space is opening for real love to flow. Where there was confusion, clarity is taking root. Where there was striving, a peaceful knowing is settling in. You have stopped begging for love. You have stopped chasing peace because you have realized you are love. You are peace. You are the abundance you seek. You have grown beyond the old cycles. You have stepped into the light of self-respect. You have become a magnet for the people and opportunities meant for you. And this isn't about luck, it's the natural result of standing your truth. You are attracting, not chasing. You are rooted, not restless. You are flowing, not forcing. Your presence now speaks louder than words. Your peace is your shield. Your truth is your power. This transformation isn't in the future, it's happening now. You have arrived at the place your soul has been moving toward all along. Through every storm, every silent night, every hidden tear. You didn't break, you rebuilt. With every shattered piece, you created something stronger. You didn't just survive, you transcended. Let them whisper. Let them wonder. While they tried to dim your light, you were growing roots, and now you are blooming, not with noise, but with the silent power of truth. This is your justice, your reward for never giving up on your own soul. Your journey holds a wisdom this world needs. Your presence is living proof that real power isn't loud. What's making its way into your life, you have truly earned it. Not just because you have survived the hardest parts, but because you allowed those moments to shape you, to refine you. This is your moment, a powerful return to the person you were always meant to be.